Hello guys and welcome to episode 13 of my Empire Total War campaign, playing as Great Britain on very hard difficulty. Today, before I start, I just wanted to say, or just a note really, that I do often record like a few episodes ahead of what I'm releasing on the channel. So if for whatever reason it seems like I'm not listening to your comments, I actually am. It's just I'm generally ahead in the video. So it'll get to the point where I catch up and then I'll start employing what you guys have been talking about in the videos. So thank you guys anyway for all of your tips so far. There has been some very useful ones, like finally figuring out that it takes 2 turns to replenish instead of 1 in this game. Things like being able to possibly capture ships. I need to try it out, but instead of taking prize money, that's a pretty cool one. And there's some other things as well mixed in there that have just been really useful, and I thank you guys so much. Feel free to continue contributing your tips in the comments, as they do definitely help me out with my reacquaintance to Empire Total War. Today we're going to be continuing with the attack onto France in the Americas. So we'll hopefully be taking Quebec, we'll hopefully take Montreal. That will expel the French almost entirely from the Americas, except from Fort de Chartres and New Orleans. So yeah, we're going to take their Canadian provinces, and then we'll wipe out the Huron-Wyandot and the Iroquois. And then we'll head back south to take the Cherokee territory and also Georgia down here, because it's important that I take these so I gain control of the 13 colonies. Actually, saying that, it'd probably be better for me to just take New France and Montreal and then sort of ignore the natives for the time being and actually head just south straight away, because then I can hurry up that quest, take control of the 13 colonies troops and use them to my advantage. So that's what I'm actually more likely to do. They've got some decent forces here, actually. So let's jump back over to Europe. We have our army in Paris, of course. Let's continue to build into that with another line infantry. That's going to use up some of our cash there. We have our navy here, and honestly I would like to sort of raid a trade route at some point, like possibly the Spanish trade route here, but we don't want to get in the way of this navy, which is actually quite a bit stronger than ours at the moment. Also, if they come round with their other army, or navy, sorry, then we could be in trouble. Over in Königsberg, we're still holding on strong, although this army is kind of, I think, taking up as much upkeep as I'm making from the settlement, so not entirely convinced this was a good idea from the start of the campaign. Going to war with Prussia and Poland and Lithuania was something that I regretted in the last episode. I could probably just not take the call to war from Austria at the start. It would have been much more helpful, and then I could have just focused on France and getting myself stronger before I went to war, but that's okay. Right, up here in Scotland, actually, we can get tenanted farms. Let's do that. That's just a little bit more region wealth for Edinburgh. I might also do the same down here in Devon. Okay, so that's going to be my cash spent. Pretty sure all of my troops are moved. We've got John Churchill in Paris. These guys in Königsberg. We've got the guys in the English Channel, but there's no point in blockading any of those because they're all our trade routes. And as for our gentlemen, well, they are now on our ships heading back towards Paris. Let's end the turn. I did have suggestions to make the extra college at Boston, and I guess it would have been a good idea, but I don't know if it's, like I said up before about the bottlenecking on the technology, I feel like that's going to occur anyway, so no point in really having too many colleges. I guess I could get ahead of tech quite hard, But still. What's happening here? Spain's going to siege Paris. Interesting. Okay. They've also moved into our college there, which is annoying. So it probably didn't matter that we had Isaac Newton kind of expelled from that. Because we wouldn't be getting technology this turn anyway. Because we're going to have to repair it once again. After defeating 2 Spanish armies. Now, any progress that the 13 colonies actually do make is directly beneficial to us. Not straight away, but once we sort of take them over, we most certainly will be. Right, enemy raid at Dijon. Doesn't matter, there's no building there. Okay, this is going to be an interesting battle for sure. I'm pretty sure they're reinforced, both of these Spanish armies. They reinforce each other. Election results. We have a new Prime Minister who's giving us extra economic growth. Our Chancellor of the Exchequer is kind of crap. I mean, all of these guys are pretty bad. Got some raids. Paris is besieged. Ancillary gained. It's rather annoying. +1 to the happiness of nobility, and that's fine as well. Okay. -1 to zeal when seeking converts in the Americas.
How may I serve?
Is that because he's not converting very much anymore? But that's not very helpful at all. Oh yeah, we have our fleet now arriving. That's fantastic. So we want to get all the way down to here so that we can jump over to the West Africa Trade Theatre, or even the South America Trade Theatre, but I think West Africa is probably better. So we'll try and get there if we can. There is a pirate fleet hanging about. That might be difficult, but we'll go for it. New town emerges. Oh nice, okay, cool. We can get ourselves a craft workshop here. Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely build that.
God's will.
We're definitely going to attack Quebec. So this, I think, will be the first battle of the day. Let's just continue the siege for now. Can I get my rake in there this turn? No, I can't. I think we'll just send him towards Montreal.
Looking and listening.
Ready. March! Come on!
Okay, we'll demand their surrender. Surrender refused. Time to blow down those walls. Germany's boss. Right. Let's assault this on the battle map. I'm coming for you, Frenchies. So we just have to make sure that we put our cannons in a position that have decent line of sight onto the walls. Oh, this is a star fort. Eesh. That's nasty. Look at that. Crazy fortifications. Well, I guess... Wait, which side's the best side to attack? Can only deploy, I think, on these two sides. Maybe we could go in either side of this point here. Either way, there's multiple locations where they can fire from. Bit worried about the cannons not being able to see what they're shooting at. I guess it might not matter. They've got the range. Definitely don't want to deploy on this side though because of the forests. It might provide good cover, but it's not what I'm concerned about. Let's just have all these guys move over here. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to have my bodyguard and dragoons sit back. Okay. This could get ugly, guys. just to prepare you. Let's end the deployment. Let's attack that right wall first, because they're more likely to be actually on that wall. Okay. It's going to take like 5 volleys to make that happen. At least they're not firing at me with their guns yet. What did I leave over here? Oh, it's just one unit of militia. Okay. Well, those are only fire-locked armed citizenry, so let's just try and climb up that wall there. I guess one bad side for them of having such a big fort is that they don't have enough men to sort of man it. And therefore I can just climb up all over the place. And I think if I do manage to climb up, then I'm in a advantageous position anyway. They are standing on that wall. Firing away now. Right, I'm going to get some of my troops here to start travelling around the side. About 51%. Not too bad. And we killed a few dudes doing that as well. Right, let's start moving these chaps forwards. They can push through the breach. Might have a third unit there as well, actually. Then we can have these two move to the left. Probably should go behind the cannons first. I'm going to do that. As for my cav, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with the cav. But we're definitely climbing up here. Ah, they're already doing it. There we go. Throwing up the grapples. I love the way the sort of leader of the regiment's doing it. You'd think he'd get one of the lackeys. Come on, cannons. Do your work. Like one more volley from those cannons. Up we go. Getting onto those walls. Boom. Job done. That's what I like to see. Surely those rocks should have crushed all of those dudes underneath it, but never mind. Time to attack the other side. So we're going to climb up on that side as well. Actually managed to capture this gate, which is nice. I'm very tempted to just run across here and line up in the face of those guys and shoot down on them. Oh, No, we need to make sure all our dudes get up here first. I don't know what they were doing going that way. Okay. I might just have a line of men start firing into the gap. I'll have my regiments line up either side. Let's have that one go that side. This one go that side. Maybe they'll start coming out towards us. If these guys start marching forwards. General's still in a pretty decent position. Climbing up the walls here nicely. Climbing up there as well. Like I mentioned before, they just don't have the men to man these positions. So I'm able to just walk around them for the most part. Right, we've captured that other gate. That's fine. Let them all get up and then we'll decide what we want to do with them. I need to move these guys forwards a little bit. It's interesting, their choice of target there. We'll target the firelock armed citizenry. But those guys are all up, so now it's time to move into that position that I showed before. We'll run over there, across this bridge, and by doing so I can hopefully line up and shoot down onto these lot as we charge in. That's what I'm hoping to do anyway. Done a little bit of damage to these firelock armed citizenry. I just think a lot of them can't fire. That's kind of awkward. I guess maybe I didn't even need to break down the walls. That might have been an idea. Just leave them up and then climb instead. But here we can definitely break through. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to run straight through. Here I'm just waiting for the regiment of militia to get into position. Now what am I firing at now? Let's get these guys to just stop. Don't fire at will. And all of these chaps, well, we should probably line up down here, but I'm pretty worried about the horsemen actually charging me. But we'll go for it anyway. Even if they do, we can just kill them with the bayonets, it's fine. Are they going to come out? I'm hoping they are. Aren't these guys firing? Oh, okay, we're under attack here. Oh, they came out as well. Alright, melee it is. We will crush them though. Bayonets seem to be doing the job. line up here and shoot them all. Meanwhile, these ones can all run over to the other side. Good. And we're going to try and push through that breach once we cut down the rest of these horses. We did take a charge in the rear there, but I'm pretty sure Colonial Militia should be able to slaughter a lot of these dudes. Yeah, we just killed a lot of them there. Right, Colonial Militia beating the Firelock Artillery. Okay, the general's dead. That's good. I like the sort of red and blue uniforms like intermingling. It's very cool actually. Alright, let's have these guys all now come over here. I might even have these guys just jump in that command HQ. Taking a lot of damage. So what I'm going to do is keep these guys both on melee mode, and I guess we can just sort of charge into all of these guys. Might have one just go into the back of those. Do it like so. It's fine. May as well overwhelm them with our numbers. Like a cannon crew? No, it's just some guys who have reformed. Just charge them down with the dragoons. Yeah, so these guys got flanked. Might get ourselves flanked soon, so I'm going to make sure that I turn around and charge into these colonial line infantry. They still don't have bayonets. That's going to work out quite well indeed. Look how slow-mo this charge is. Very dead. Go on, dragoons. Wreck them for me. There we go, routing. Perfect. Didn't lose a single dragoon. Is that it? I think that's victory. Yep. We'll end the battle there. Heroic victory. That's what I like to see. Okay, so Quebec is ours. It's another large city in North America under our control.
Form line for battle.
And we'll make sure to fix this up. Get that repression back, get the happiness back, and we'll also make sure to replenish these forces. So yeah, we'll stay in there for a couple turns at least, get things sorted out, and then we'll head towards Montreal here and clean up the French in at least the north of America. They do have some further down in sort of Central America. I guess it's still technically North America, but yeah. Did this guy get another minus zeal? Or did I already read that and then it refreshed? This guy has +2 morale in battles though, which is nice. That's actually pretty good. May as well repair that cannon foundry while we're there. Right, new town emerges. We already sorted that. Yeah, I think that was the same message as before, that trait one. Right, over in Europe. We can actually recruit grenadiers now. They carry a bag of bombs. Right, next thing is the big battle at Paris against Spain, which is going to be 2 armies. I'm pretty sure if we attack, they reinforce. That's kind of scary. However, let's have a look at our fleets in the meantime. We've got John Lake here. He needs to head on over. That's fine. Then he can come back to the Caribbean afterwards and we can start dealing with these pirates again. Right, can we tax? We can. So we're going to do that. Although, I don't know, pirates popped up really easily last time in Santo Domingo. So I think I'm going to just play it safe. Going to the list again. How are we doing for tax everywhere? It seems to be pretty good across the board. I mean, really good in Acadia actually, up here. That's nice.
Make ready.
Oh yeah, we need to move Isaac Newton. Find Joule again. Go to research technology. We're not researching. I think I'm going to Joule him.
He shall
Please win.
disengage.
What a waste of space you are, Isaac Newton. Why do you keep losing? You're a 10-star gentleman. Right, anyway guys, that's going to be where I leave it because unfortunately it's been my time and I don't really want to take on this huge battle that will probably take an entire episode to complete. We're going to be up against, what's that, 5 units of the line infantry there. We've got another 5 in here. They've got some guerrillas which have some really good sort of, I think they're pretty accurate dudes. They've got an Irish brigade in there, and of course they have the Walloon guards, which I think are going to be pretty damn scary to go up against. So this is going to be an epic battle. In the meantime though, that's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.